Iceland is beautiful, and it's a very unique country with so much to see and do. But if you're planning a trip to Iceland, this video will lay out some important considerations like the best time to visit, mode of transport to use, accommodation, activities to do, food and drink, and the most important part, overall cost of the trip. In this video, my goal is to share my experience and give you some information to better plan your Iceland trip. Let's get started. The first step is, what's the best time to visit? The best time to visit Iceland depends on what you really want to do there. If you're interested in seeing the northern lights, the best time to visit is between September and mid-April. If you want to go hiking or explore Iceland's natural beauty, the summer months of June to August are the best. For me, I chose summer months because it offers long daylight hours and milder weather. Most people would start their trip in Reykjavik, Iceland's capital and the largest city. An important pro tip is that alcohol is taxed very heavily in Iceland. So this is the duty-free. Taxes are really high in Iceland, especially on alcohol. So if you're gonna have some cognac or brandy or whiskey or vodka, then it's a good idea to just get it from the airport. Once you arrive at the Keflavik airport, there's plenty to see in the city. One iconic landmark that you cannot afford to miss is the Hallgrímskirkja Church. It offers panoramic views over the city. So I have now gotten off the bus to get to my hostel, and the name of the hostel that I'm staying at is Kex Hostel. Let's see the second step, accommodation. I stayed at Kex Hostel, but there are plenty of accommodation options in Iceland, including hotels, hostels, guest houses, and camping sites. Iceland is relatively expensive, and especially in the peak season, per night cost at a hotel could be more than $300, because of which many people choose to camp. If you're planning to camp, make sure you have the right equipment and check the rules for camping. Alright guys, it's time to say goodbye to this nice hostel. And now we're gonna start the trip to the goldencircle, or whatever it's called. So this is the car that we're gonna be going in, the car for the entire trip. This is a Hyundai Tucson. I guess in Europe they call it Tuscan or something as well. But anyway, it's a pretty big size car. I like it. Transportation. For transportation, renting a car is one of the best ways to explore Iceland's natural wonders at your own pace. You can rent a car at the airport or in the city at Reykjavik. Alternatively, there are buses that operate between major towns and cities, but they're less frequent in the more remote areas of the country. Renting a car is the most popular and convenient way to get around Iceland, but it can be expensive. Generally speaking, expect to pay around $50 to $150 per day for a rental car. It depends on the type of vehicle and the season. It's camping equipment, right? So this place is called BSI. This is where like everybody gets the camping equipment and everything. So. The currency in Iceland is Icelandic krona. Credit cards are widely accepted, but it's a good idea to carry some cash for smaller purchases if you plan on visiting more remote areas of the country. For me, my international card worked just fine everywhere except for the self-service gas stations where I ended up using cash. Hey guys, so we're here at this really nice, highly rated restaurant. I got me some chicken wings with some salad and a little bit of rice, and then Awantika got herself something, also some barbecue, something. Yeah. Icelandic cuisine is known for its fresh seafood, lamb, and dairy products. Hey guys, so one of the things to try here that locals really like is dry fish. So let's ask Awantika how it is. How's this dry fish and what is it?
I think they have just dried the scales of the fish. It's really tough to eat. It's chewy and tasteless.
I feel like I'm afraid to say how I feel, to know I let you down. 'Cause late nights.
There are many different routes, but one of the most popular route is the Golden Circle. Drive the Golden Circle, popular tourist route that includes 3 major attractions: Thingvellir National Park, Geyser Geothermal Area, and Gullfoss Waterfall. You can also visit all 3 in one day, but be prepared for a lot of driving.
You can have it back.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Geyser Center.
Of your heart. If it's only of your heart.
I have arrived here at this place where there is a beautiful waterfall.
The only things I can't change. I live life on a page that was written too long.
If you decide to go by the waterfall, you're gonna get completely soaked. So you can see, you have to make sure that you protect your electronic equipment and then obviously get a hat and then get a rain jacket if you decide to go all the way over there. We drove around Iceland's stunning south coast, stopping at destinations such as Seljafoss and Skogafoss waterfalls, and Blacksandbeach at Rensafara and small town of Vik. We also visited Diamond Blue Ice Cave at Vatnajökull National Park. This is the picture spot where everybody comes and takes pictures. We went to Landmannalaugar, a place where you can hike over colorful mountains and discover natural wonders in a unique landscape. We went to Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, a stunning glacial lake where you can see icebergs floating in the water. I'm here at this one of the most beautiful and perhaps the most photographed spot in all of Iceland. You can see these glaciers are here from those mountains that are falling. You could also take a boat tour or walk along the nearby Diamond Beach, where icebergs wash up on the shore. Just continuing my walk at this Diamond Crystal Beach. It's actually only Diamond Beach. I added Crystal. Wow. Explore Vatnajökull National Park, which covers a large part of Iceland's southeast coast. The park includes Skaftafell area, where you can go hiking on glaciers and relax in one of the nearby hot springs such as Mývatn Nature Baths or at the Hallgrímskirkja Geothermal Baths. Take a whale watching tour from Akureyri. So these are the overalls that are going to be protecting us from harsh weather in the sea. Return to Reykjavik to conclude your trip. You could spend the day exploring the city or take a day trip to the nearby Reykjanes Peninsula, which includes Blue Lagoon Geothermal Spa. This is my 14-day Iceland itinerary that covers some of the country's most popular attractions. But of course, this itinerary can be customized based on your interests, travel styles, and time constraints. Now let's go to the final and the most important step, total cost of the trip. Flights. A round-trip flight from US or Europe to Iceland can cost anywhere between $300 to $1,000 or more depending on the airline, the season, and how far in advance you book. Accommodation. Since we were camping and stayed at a hostel for one night, accommodation cost was minimal for me. Hostel prices can vary from $50 to $250. Transportation. Rental car total bill was around $2,000 for me as I wanted to cover the highlands where you would need a 4x4 car, which is usually a little bit more expensive. Food and drink. I went to the grocery store and purchased a lot of snacks and noodles. Restaurants can be slightly more expensive than the US. Activities such as whale watching, glacier hikes, and spa visits can add up quickly. Expect to pay around $50 to $100 per person for most of these activities. Overall, a 10 to 14-day trip to Iceland for two people can cost anywhere between $4,000 to $7,000 depending on your choices. Keep in mind that prices can vary widely depending on the season and other factors. Thank you for watching the video, and if you want more fun and adventure in Iceland, you're welcome to watch my 6-part series on Iceland. If you need more specific information, I'd be more than happy to help. Just ask me in the comments section and give us a thumbs up if you found something useful in this video, and don't forget to subscribe so we can stay in touch for more adventures that are coming very, very soon.